Today we're going to make halloumi cheese. The nice thing about halloumi is that you can make it in one day. So we're starting very early in the morning, and by this evening we're going to be frying up our halloumi and having it for supper. We start with our sterile environment, and we've laid out everything we need. We've got calcium chloride, the rennet, a thermometer, and of course you have your culture, which you keep in the freezer. Let's start by putting the stove on and heating the milk. That's what makes these recipes so easy. You can buy milk from any old shop and be making your own cheese at home. Let's check the temperature. Okay, and in it goes. So once you've stirred the culture in well, we can put it into the hot box to stay at this temperature for half an hour before we add the calcium chloride and the rennet, and then we're going to reheat the milk again after that. But for now, the milk needs to rest for half an hour in the hot box, so let me go and do that. So if you don't have a hot box like this one, then you can also use a just any old water bucket, and you put your pot inside and you fill it with warmer water than 32 degrees to maintain the temperature of the milk in a bucket. So that's another way to do it. 5 drops. 5 drops of calcium chloride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was 5 drops. Let's hope for the best. Okay, stirring well, and we're heating back up to 32 degrees. Heating the milk happens very quickly. Don't walk away from the stove. You're going to miss it. So it's really important to dilute the rennet. We need 8 drops, and we're going to dilute it in 60 milliliters of water. 1. So I'm going to pour that in. Now it's important to stir really well. And this now goes back into the hot box for 1 hour. Then when we take it out, it will have set into a curd. Let's see what our curd looks like. So you go in. Perfect. Okay. And you can see the whey gathering down there. The way to cut the curd is down and across in little 12 millimeter cubes, and then we're also going to cut diagonally across, and then I'll turn the pot, so you'll see me do that. Diagonally across, and then you turn the pot 90 degrees. So this is the consistency of your curd now that you've cut it into all these little bits. The way to get the whey out of the cheese is to cut, to stir, and to heat. For the halloumi we're at 40 degrees, and it's been about 10 minutes now, so I can transfer it into the hot box for an hour, where it will further be releasing the whey from the curd. So here we are again at the hot box, and we'll take it out for one final time. And the next step is to drain the whey from the curd, and this shouldn't take too long. We're going to be keeping the whey because once we've pressed the curds in the cheesecloth, we will be slicing it and then returning those slices or pieces of halloumi into the whey to cook. Cut your cheesecloth into a size that is workable. For 2 liters, this is about right. And we're just going to plop it out of the mold. It's been more than an hour of our cheese being pressed. Let's have a look. Wow, isn't that beautiful? and we're just going to pop our pieces back into the whey to cook some more. When the halloumi drifts to the surface of the whey, means they are cooked. Oh. We're going to save our whey to make a nari, which is a kind of ricotta, not to be wasted. We'll keep that. And halloumi we'll make just in the classic way, which is to dust in a little bit of flour. In one day, it's so easy to make. We started this morning and tonight we've got our homemade halloumi for supper.